Hello and welcome to another episode of the Wicked Glitches podcast. Being alive on this rock that's hurtling through space. Oh
yeah,
boy.
I mean, yeah, so glad to be here.
Woohoo! Yeah, there's so many things I could say, but I'm trying to be really good about like coping with that stuff as it comes and then distracting myself heavily with other things. So that's partly what the podcast is at this moment. You know?
I think that that's a great idea.
Well, you gotta like
Oi,
oi. Oi indeed.
sorry, the children are at play,
They do that. But yeah, you gotta balance.
so there's no earthquake. Sorry,
Unless there
there's
is.
no.
And it's foreshadowing.
I mean, it could be.
It could be. Yeah, you gotta balance. As much as we see all of what's going on and you take it in and you process, you also have to kind of keep the joy or the entertainment, as it were. So that's what we're here doing today, or any other day, really. And Isola has her cheesy poofs and her kitty, so go ahead.
Nah, kitty, that's a bad kitty. They're really bad. Seriously,
They are really bad kitties. Bad kitties.
Oh,
Yep, that's
but I love
right.
I love them.
So, I we have a list as always of things to go over. But there's something that I just shared to you that I kind of want to talk about because it is on my mind and I did look into it a little bit. There's a book that is a possum shifter spicy romance book.
Jesus Christ.
And I just want to say, I don't think it needs the romance. I haven't read it. We've discussed we want to read it just because the premise alone I feel like is good enough without any. It doesn't need the spice. I haven't even read it. I don't know how much spice there is in it. The name though does make me think there's quite a bit of spice, but I don't think it needs it. I think the premise of, for those who don't know, because obviously Isola and I both know, it's a girl who is a shifter, but she's a possum shifter. And like, there's been all kinds of shifters throughout like the last like 20 years because of, Charlene Harris. I mean, we've always known about werewolves, right? That's always been the huge one. And then there's been like dragons, human to dragon shifters has been in different fantasy realms. But Charlene Harris did the Were-Panthers and the Were-Tigers and the Sookie Stackhouse novels that I kind of struggled on for some reason. And then obviously there was Sam in those, and he could turn into technically like any kind of animal. So like, I don't know why I never thought of this, but the premise of the book is she's a possum shifter. Which seems hilarious.
Nobody's ever chosen a possum.
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, maybe there is fanfic or something, but I've never come across it. But the premise is
I feel like it would have come up.
It's so funny because she literally like plays possum as a human sometimes. She goes catatonic and gets declared dead and then has to like move and start over somewhere else. And like her dad gets all these like, oh, your daughter's been found dead. And he's like, God damn it. Because he knows it's her playing possum. And that whole premise is fucking hilarious. Like, imagine if she was like in law enforcement and every time someone like a guy pulls a gun on her or a knife on her and she just like,
oh my God. What if she was one of the fainting goats?
Oh, that'd be great too.
Dude. Because at least that way it would just be fainting and not actually death. But I do like the premise of this one with the playing possum because we always, look, sorry for shape-shifting possums out there. We know you're not really dead. Possums, playing possum, we know you're not dead.
Sorry, possum.
But when they think she's dead, and then when she's not dead, and just think of the scares that she's given to people in the morgue. I mean, come on.
Well,
Like,
yeah, it says that like she sits up in the morgue and is like, "Hello, can someone let me out of a body bag?" Like that would scare the shit out of a fucking mortician, rightfully so. So it's just like all the like things that you could do with that. I think is an amazing premise. I don't,
mm-hmm.
and she has a sidekick that's a possum, and then she has like her arch nemesis was a raccoon shifter.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I think it's a great premise. It seems like it's gonna be hilarious. It's I think $3.99 or $4.99 on Kindle. If you have Kindle Unlimited, it is free. So
Which I do not have, but
I'll tell you right now, I might get it soon because there is a very, very, very wide selection of books that are highly recommended via Book Talk and all that. Although I don't know how legit Book Talk is as far as like believing what they think is good. Because I've read some of the stuff that they recommend and I'm like,
it's been hit and miss for sure.
and I'd like to think I'm not that picky, but I don't know.
I mean, look, we talked about Twilight. Are we really picky?
Okay, but
I'm just saying.
Twilight
But
isn't
we
a
are
good
picky.
book. Twilight is not a
I mean, I
good
know,
book.
but here's the thing. What I'm saying is that it could be a bad book, but you can still enjoy it or the humor within
Oh,
what
for
you're reading because
sure.
it's so outlandish. So,
Yeah.
so it could be a badly written book,
Oh yeah.
but it could still be good, if that makes
It's
sense.
like a
Like,
movie that is so bad it's good again, like The Room, if you've
yeah, it's
ever
so
watched The
trash.
Room. So you're
Yes.
just
Oh
like,
my
this
God,
is
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
awful and I love it. It's like that. But if you do want a recommendation that is kind of loosely Twilight vibes, there's no love triangle, but if you want that like older vampire man falling in love with a woman and it's forbidden and this, that, and the other, Discovery of Witches. It has some dry
Oh yeah.
bits and it's drawn out a bit, but the second book was a
Oh,
lot
it's good.
better. I haven't read the third
Yeah.
one, but the second book was much better than the first book. Now, if you're not a reader and you don't want to do audiobooks, there is the TV show. I've watched. So what I did was I read the first book, watched the first season, read the second book, watched the second season.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, that is the worst way to do it because then you're comparing the book, which is always better
Yes.
than the media of like movie or TV. And what they did cut out some stuff, and the way that they portrayed certain things was done poorly, in my opinion. It still was a good show
Mm.
to watch if you don't have the context, which sounds awful, but it's true. Um, but yeah, as far
I
as
mean, but how
like
many times have we said that for
yeah, I say that about a lot of things, honestly. But I will say that, like, yeah, if you want something that's like Twilight vibes, but like for adults, not like pornographic adults, not that,
no, just
but if you want something
a
more
different read.
mature, yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
basically this girl who was, uh, her parents were witches. She was raised as a witch. She does not have powers, that she knows of, and she is a like uh like a professor. She studies these manuscripts and things like that, and she's incredibly smart, and she gets involved with a vampire who's been around for like ever, literally ever. And it is a very like forbidden because so there's also demons, and demons are described as like basically anyone who's been like an incredible genius in our time has basically been a demon, but that genius kind of drives them mad and makes them unruly. So, um, they aren't actual like horns and red skin demons. They look human, and they just have really incredible intellects. But they're not supposed to intermingle because one, it can draw the attention of humans, and two, it's like forbidden for reasons. So it's definitely interesting. There's like more going on than that. There's some time travel in there too, which is kind of cool. Um, didn't mean to go off on a different
Yeah,
book recommendation, but kind of what I just Twilight always gets brought up, and I'm like, listen, as much as we shit on Twilight, we have fun with Twilight, but if you're looking for something that is more fulfilling as an adult than Twilight, here's an option. Here you go. Have
but
fun.
getting back to the
Yes.
shape-shifting possum.
Back to possums.
So I feel like, okay, so it's technically a romance novel, but I feel
Okay.
like,
Did you read the title?
yes.
It's like fake it till you mate it. And that's where I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't like that.
Yeah. But here's my thing, like I was thinking if Christopher Moore got his hands on this, he's the one that wrote You Suck, Bite Me, Blood-Sucking Fiends. Is it Blood-Sucking Fiends? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And just very humorous types of book. I feel like this is a him kind of book,
Hmm.
right? Like I don't know if you've read them, but they're freaking hilarious. Like You Suck is so funny. Excuse
Gesundheit.
me.
I have not read them.
So yeah, there's oh my God, they're so good. And it's just they're vampire novels, but they're funny. Like, and there's still some romance in there, but not like a romance novel. It's
Yeah.
like love, a little bit of a love story in there,
I just feel
or
like the
not so
title,
much.
yeah, the title screams like it's going to be hardcore spice. I don't know if it is,
Yeah.
but when you
Well, I
have the
mean, when
term mate, I'm always like, oh, I don't like
yeah,
that.
well, I mean, but you can also take it to a because they're animals, right? Like, so they mate for
Yeah,
life. They are partners,
yeah.
kind of thing. You can hope for that. But usually, if that's in the title,
Mm-hmm.
that can give away yeah.
Well, and it's
So, I
her and a
mean,
guy on
look,
the cover, and I,
look, it it gives a lot. Yeah.
it's not my, like I said, that specific thing is not my cup of tea, but I think the whole premise of, and I'm using that word a lot, but the plot point of a woman being a shifter and then constantly having to combat the fact that she's dying, fake dying
Yes.
because of being a possum. And she's not doing this as a possum, from what I'm understanding. She's doing it as a human. She is going into a catatonic possum state as a human. People are presuming her dead. And then she's like, well, shit, because you can't be like, because here's the thing, it keeps happening. So you can't stay in one town and be like, oh, yeah, I
No.
fainted. And then, like, it keeps happening. They'd be like, bitch, you were fucking dead, like, 8 times in the last 3 months. Like, what the fuck? So she has to move.
But could you imagine? It's not at the morgue, it's at the vet, and they're in a little body bag for a possum. And the possum goes, "Excuse me, I'm not dead yet." That would be even fucking funnier.
Well, first of all, I
So it
hate to
has to be
break
that
it to
she's a
you.
human.
She would,
I
they,
know they don't. I
they don't
know.
have
I know.
no, she'd be in a freezer, which would be even
I know.
worse.
I know. She'd be frozen.
So,
But what
like,
I'm saying
no,
is
but I'm
that would
saying,
be
like,
fucking hilarious too.
what I'm saying is imagine hearing that coming from a fucking freezer. I'm not even
Yeah.
talking about, like,
Yeah.
oh, she's not in the body, she'd be in a freezer and hearing, let me out from the freezer. That's fucking
Excuse
terrifying.
me.
Like, what the fuck?
Excuse me. Um, because her voice is also going to be a lot higher because she's shifted. It's like
Well,
Willow. Remember when?
maybe possums have a low voice. Maybe like, hello.
Excuse me, can you let me out of the freezer, please? It's kind of cold.
Yeah, I mean they've got the hiss going on. Maybe they're like, "Ugh." I don't know. It sounded like
Is that a
those
fucking
turtles.
hiss?
Well, no, not a hiss, but they're like,
Oh my God, someone
"Ugh."
help me out.
Their
I
grandpa.
can't. I'm getting.
I'm a
I'm locked in the
possum.
freezer. I'm not dead, please. Jesus
Fucking
Christ, what is
awful.
happening?
Oh my god.
Oh God.
So yeah, if you guys are interested in any of that, if that sounds appealing to you, you can check out Fake It Till You Made It on Amazon or possibly other booksellers. I'm not really clear. I don't remember the author. I don't know if you have it up right now, but
I don't, but I can always put up a photo of the cover.
oh,
You
great.
know. Yeah, we'll
Neither of
share.
us have read this. I watched
Yeah.
a video on it. I sent it to her and I said, I don't think I even said any. Oh, no, I did. I said, we should talk about this on the podcast. And she just said, what the
Uh-huh.
fuck?
Yeah. I literally just said what the fuck.
Yeah, and then she was like, oh, okay, definitely. So, yeah,
Yeah,
but
and
we gotta read it.
it's one of those things where I like to kind of come up with my own conclusion or maybe the plot and the plot twist and then be like, Oh yeah, I hit the nail on the head, or oh, that went way out of left field. That woof.
Okay.
So to compare, and it's completely different. But I finally watched One Battle After Another with Leonardo DiCaprio. It's it's a really good movie. It's
Hmm.
really funny. He plays a hilarious pothead. Um, but I thought it was going to be one thing, like what his background was and what he was doing, like almost like a PTSD thing. And there is some PTSD, but it's a whole nother thing. And Sean Penn, holy shit, was not expecting that either. So it caught me off guard. So I'm hoping that this book
Okay.
is kind of what we're thinking, but I have a bad feeling it's just going to be whoop.
So the book is by Sarah Spade. It is one
Okay.
of three. And to clarify, this is the synopsis as given by Amazon. A possum
Oh
shifter
no.
wakes up in a morgue and moves to a supernatural town where she runs a magical bakery and discovers her mate is the alpha wolf sheriff while investigating a murder. That was a lot of plot points. I'm sorry, I'm blowing my mic out. That was a lot of plot points
What?
in like the span of one sentence. That was one sentence.
Um,
Magical bakery,
wow.
supernatural
Did
town,
she move to
investigating a murder. Mate is an alpha wolf and a sheriff, and she's woken up in the morgue and she is a possum shifter. That is so much to pack into one fucking sentence.
Wait, did she move to actually, I don't know if the name of the town is Midnight. It sounds like Midnight, Texas,
Oh, are all
which is
three?
a
Wait,
Charlene Harris book.
I think all three books are out. Hold on, let me see.
Are all three books about the possum?
I think so. I'm trying to see. Okay, this. Oh, maybe
Oh,
not.
so it's
So
like a
the second one is
oh.
called "Play Dead, Stay Dead," and the third, which it shows the raccoon, and then the third one is of magic and murder. So I don't know if they're all connected. Oh, the third one's not
Oh.
out yet.
Mm.
It's
Well, I don't
oh,
like the third title if it's supposed to be connected because it just doesn't fit.
maybe
But
they're not all out. Said oh, they're gonna be auto. Okay, so the second one comes out in May, and the third one comes out in August.
wow, she's just banging them out, isn't she?
Well, somebody's gonna be banging. Yeah, these are $4.99 to buy, or they're on Kindle Unlimited, so you can read for free.
Mm,
Yeah. Um. Oh my
I am
God, the
curious though.
sheriff's name
Oh
is
no.
is Max Lobo.
Shut the fuck. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my God, the name. I think this is the name of
No.
her. The name of her store, her bakery. What do you think the
Oh
name of her
God.
bakery is?
Oh fuck. It could be so many things.
You'll never guess. So let me just give you the answer.
Yeah.
Do you believe in magic?
Oh, for fuck's sake. No, thank you.
Yep. So, uh,
Uh, wow. Hooray.
now I'm not saying
Hooray.
I'm intrigued. I think it sounds funny. I think it sounds like a good laugh, like a good like enjoyable like don't take it seriously, kind of enjoy the ride type book. Literally, I
Yeah, I
guess.
completely agree. I think that this could be one of those where you're reading it and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, come on. But you still chuckle and you
Yeah.
still enjoy
Yeah.
because it's just so outlandish,
Hmm.
so ridiculous. But we all need a bit of ridiculousness in our lives,
We
right?
do.
Like,
We
I would
do.
agree that, just tomfoolery and fuckery in a book. I'm totally all over it.
Oh, there's lots of fuckery in these books. Let me tell you,
Uh,
fuckery for days.
apparent. Hey boy. Again, and it's funny. I was like, do you think that there's anyone? Do you think the Christians have a copy of the book where they just take out all the sex time and just splice the rest of it together? You know they do that for some books.
Oh, for sure.
I don't remember if it's the Jehovah's Witnesses or whatever, but there's
Seems
someone
like a lot of work.
who PG or G rates the books. I don't know if they still do it. And if
Hmm.
not, there's a business for that. Don't steal it. I'm gonna do it. Make millions of dollars from all
There are people
the
who
religious
go
peeps.
through the like spicy not well they get all the spicy chapters like this is a chapter that has spice in it that and they like make like little graphs of like hey this book it's chapters 7, 12, 24 like it tells you what chapters all the spice is in which I
Oh,
think is hilarious.
I like that. I like that. That's
it
good.
it just
Because,
gives you a heads up.
sometimes you're just like, wait, you're ruining the story.
Well, I felt that way with Akatar, not the first book, but the last book to come out.
Yeah.
It doubled at least, if not tripled, the amount that was in the other books. And I was just like, can y'all get dicks out of your mouth and go fucking fight? Like, there's shit to be done, okay? Lives need to be saved, and you need to stop fucking.
Fucking.
Stop fucking.
And here's the thing, I'm not saying that people don't have the sexy time. Like, go have the sexy time, but seriously, can you like have a glass of water before you stick another one in your mouth? I'm just saying. I'm
Bruh,
gi-
there was
give
just
it a minute.
it was just frequent, and it's like I mean even Game of
Next.
Thrones there was like
Next.
scenes in between, you know? It's like it wasn't just one after the other. Like they're having sex, no, they're having sex, no, they're like you
No,
know take
yeah.
a break. Have a
No.
scone. I don't
No.
know. Do something.
No, you're not allowed to have a scone.
No scones.
Yeah, no, not until you
Not till you bone.
sex the entire army.
No
Yeah,
scones
no
till you
scone
bone.
until you bone. That's going to be the name of this podcast. No scones till you bone.
Great.
Yep.
No, that's
Well,
gonna be
I
my
mean,
next shifter novel.
oh,
Where it's in a bakery and where they're making scones and you can't have any until you bone. And
that should be the name of
it'll
your
be
bakery.
coyote shifters or something. I don't know something. It'll be something. Or like oh my god, one of those Tibetan foxes with the square heads. That'd be great. I have a dream. Or even worse, like make it a shifter, but it's like one of those naked mole rats. Could you imagine? It's like you
No.
just turn into this like butt naked little shriveled ball sack with legs and buck teeth.
Oh my God.
You're welcome. No? Okay.
Mm,
She's
yeah.
like absolutely fucking not. I'm done.
Nope. Now you've gone too far.
Or
Now you've gone too far.
maybe if I keep going further, it'll come back around and be fine. Um.
Mm. Well, here's my thing
Okay.
too. What if you're a skunk? Like, do you just always smell
Ooh.
like skunk?
No, because skunks don't smell unless they're threatened. So I mean, it's just like if
Well,
somebody like tries
technically,
to mug you. Well, no, because the chick that I know who runs the thing, she has a pet skunk who has not been distinct, and if you just hold her, she doesn't smell.
well, so I knew someone who had three skunks, and it's not that they smelled bad. They just,
They have a musk like a ferret.
yes, they
They
had kind of have that skunkiness, but it's not like, oh my God, I'm gonna die.
hmm.
Speaking of skunks, I totally forgot to tell you this. So I, have obviously been going through some medical stuff.
Hmm.
Boo was here. I had to take him to the airport so he could go on his little work trips and, teach people shit. I drop him off at the airport and I'm going home and I'm listening to a song and then all of a sudden my car won't accelerate.
Oh.
I'm like, what the fuck is going
Is
on?
is this what I saw on Facebook?
Yeah, yeah. And so I'm like, what the fuck? And so thank goodness near the airport there are like hotels. So I turn in, I turn onto the street and I don't make it to the actual parking lot, but I'm at least off the main drag, right? So nobody can, ding me. Because you don't want to be in a scary place when there's lots of cars and you got to try to get someone to come tow you.
Facts.
And so either, I'm not sure, but I think it's my fuel sensor
Or your fuel
because
gauge
normally I
sensor?
can,
Yeah.
yeah, I can normally gauge it. And I was on E, but normally that still gives me like 30 miles.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's off, or just because of all the crap that I've been going through, I didn't realize that it got lower than it really did. But normally, Boo will be like, "Hey, should we go get gas?" I'm like, "Oh no, we're still good. It's just it's doing the blink blink.
Mm.
It's not doing the blink blink. There's different blinks."
Different
And
blinks indeed.
yeah. So while I'm waiting for AAA, they said they arrived and they didn't, and I got pissed. But they were apparently on the opposite side,
That's usually how
didn't
it
see
is.
me. Yeah. So, but they never called. So I was like, no, no. So anyway, while I'm waiting for the first and then the second truck to just bring me some gas, hoping that that's the situation, I see a skunk. And it's a dark, no cars. If I open my door, the thing could potentially be like, whatever. And so I'm like, oh, but he's cute. Obviously not going to go out. So I'm just like, all right, we're just going to chill here. And then I see maybe like 5 minutes later a car coming. And I turn my head to the left to look down the street. And there's a fucking possum in the road. And I just throw open my door and I go, stop. And they didn't hit the possum. The possum was fine. At least it didn't play dead in the street. Otherwise, I would have had to go pick up the possum. That
No, then it would
I've
have
done it
gone to the
before,
morgue
but
and said, "Let me out."
yeah. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Someone's banging on something. That was just scared
Wasn't
the
me.
shit out of the cats. Sorry. Um, and so I was like, all right, we're cool. It's fine. Across the street. Um, everything's fine. So I was like, maybe they're going to the same party, you know? Anyway, so then another 5 minutes, I see a fucking black cat. And I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? I mean, at least I have a lot of entertainment, but where the fuck are all these animals coming from? Like, I'm just like waiting for a rat now.
Yeah, it's a thoroughfare.
What's
It's
happening?
fine. Also, side
Yeah.
note, I was told to tell you, so I might as well tell you on here, that for running out of gas, you're a dumb bitch. Your best friend
Oh,
said
yeah.
that. And only because he's done it, and so he has experienced being the dumb bitch. So he
Oh,
said it's only
good. So now
fair.
we're in the
Yeah.
dumb bitch club.
Yeah, you're in the
Yeah.
dumb bitch club.
Yeah, but you just did it out of stupidity. I did it out of my mind is not all here right now. So at least I have an excuse.
I can't remember if he also had a fuel sensor issue or what, but yeah, he ran out of gas. It was in the Blazer. And yeah,
Mm.
we were fortunately right next to the gas station, but yeah, his dad wouldn't let him live that down, which is well
Oh,
deserved.
that's funny. Well, I
So,
mean, but he's a man. He's supposed to know not to run out of gas. I don't believe that, by the way. Everybody can have a moment. We all get a mulligan in life. So,
oh, I don't know. He's had quite a few mulligans, I think. I think he's run
that's
out, really.
we'll just pretend. Okay? We'll just pretend.
So,
It's fine.
since I was there 2 weeks ago, thereabouts, and we briefly talked about, well, not briefly, we did talk about this, I think, maybe on one of the Lost podcasts, as we call them. Um,
Mm,
so
sorrows,
at the time
prayers.
that we discussed it, there had been like 16 bodies discovered in the waterways of Houston, which
Oh,
is
in the
like,
swamp of
I
sorrow.
think
Sorry.
I think it's like over 2,000 miles of, I don't know. It's like there's a fuck ton of waterways in the bayous of Houston, which I find, I never thought of bayous with Houston, but I guess it's a thing. I don't fucking know. But now, and that was like a couple months ago. Now they're up to, I think, the count of like 30 something bodies that have been pulled out of those waterways. And they're saying it's not a serial killer, and they were saying back when it was 16 bodies it wasn't a serial killer, and that like people are just falling in and drowning, or that it could
Mm-hmm.
be multiple like murders going on, if it's like gang shit or like whatever. um but like when it's like 30 in a year or 30 plus in a year, it's like, should we be doing something? And obviously, like I said, it's hundreds if not thousands of miles that this is happening amongst. So like you can't really like put up cameras to monitor what's going on, because who the fuck has the money and the like infrastructure for that? But What the fuck is going on?
It's a good question, and I do have to say that, whoever's doing this, and it could be multiple people at this point, maybe they thought it was just a good dumping grounds, kind of like the Hudson. Um, but maybe they should speak to some mobsters because when them bodies
Oh,
go
well,
to
they
be
like
fed to the
lakes.
fishies, they don't come back.
No, they don't.
Okay. So
No, they do.
I mean, it's unconfirmed how many, but they do have a like a count of how many people they think are down below in the tri-state, well, in New York, I guess. Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
that's like the
well,
dancing table down in what is it, Lake Mead? Or
yeah,
was
I think
Lake
that's
Mead
where
the
it
one that
is.
was well, no, was Lake Mead the one that was it receded and they pulled all those barrels out?
Uh,
Okay, to clarify, there was one lake in either Arizona
yes, I
or
think.
Nevada
No, wait.
that okay, well let me get it out. In either Arizona or Nevada, one of the lakes had receded because of a drought so much that they found all these barrels with bodies in them that they think were from the times in Vegas when the mob was running shit and would like dump bodies. The other lake, I don't think it's Lake Tahoe. I don't but one of the fucking other lakes, there it's so deep and it's so cold that bodies that have been lost, whether they were dumped or people that drowned, they don't. Once they get to that level, they stay there and they just float there. And it's so cold they don't break down, and there's nothing there to eat them at that level. So if you were to go down there with a bright enough light, it would just be a bunch of bodies around you floating like hundreds, and they call it the dancing table because it's like a dance floor of bodies.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it's a whole
Perfect
thing.
type of movie. But it is Lake Mead that had the drought, and that's where they found the barrels.
That's right.
And I think that's in Clark County.
Yeah.
So, yes, close to, yeah. Um, yeah, it's really crazy. And I think, like you said, did you say the dancing table's Tahoe?
It's either
Yeah,
Tahoe
it's
or
Tahoe.
it
It's
is.
Tahoe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So here's the funny thing. They say it's an urban legend, kind of like Loch Ness Monster, but
I think people can't go down there. It's so deep and so dark that like
it's
it's
it
hard
is very
to.
deep,
Yeah.
but you could still, I think one of the like those little I don't want to call it a submarine, but the submersives that
Oh
they
yeah.
can use, those can go down pretty deep. And, I'm surprised that James Cameron hasn't jumped on this, you know?
Yeah. It's
He, I mean,
interesting.
it would be like the dark side of the Titanic kind of thing, you know? It's not the Titanic, obviously,
But I
but
don't
like,
think
he already
anything's
did the,
debunked it. So yeah, if anyone was going to debunk it, you'd think it'd be him. But I guess maybe it's more
yeah.
too more cob for him because the difference being like he's gone down to the Titanic over 30 times, but that's just like the remains of the ship. Whereas like if this
Hmm.
is true, bodies everywhere that are like, ugh, that might be
Yeah,
like
because I think
nightmare fuel.
I want to say that it gets to like below
It said below 40, I believe.
below 40. Yeah. Because that's really cold. Like you think, oh, well, we've been in 40-degree weather, but there's a
Mm-hmm.
difference between 40-degree weather and 40-degree water.
Yeah.
Like your body will freeze hella quick. Like hypothermia sets in. You don't have much time. No. So, so yes, if you are going to, go into it, and it could also be that they won't allow people to bring the
Mm.
submersive vehicles into it because there's probably people who know what happened and they don't want, like, they just want to keep everything. Nope, nope, didn't happen, doesn't exist. We don't know what you're talking about. Go away.
There
When
is
in
something that
reality, someone
says
knows.
that the National Parks Guide made some post about it, and if the National Park's involved, then that would explain why they're not allowing anyone to use like those submersibles to go down. That would be why.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So interesting. I'd be very
creepy, freaky.
curious. I mean, I'll donate to the national park if they want to purchase their own vehicle, submersive vehicle to
I don't think they want
go down
to.
there because then it's part of the national park.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
just saying.
know that that's something they want to be
Just saying.
associated with, you know? They're not like,
I
hey, want to
mean,
come see this lake filled with frozen bodies? Woo! You
you
know?
can't tell me that there wouldn't be a huge line of people wanting to go see that.
So there would, but it would be people like us, and people like us are not the majority. They're trying to appeal to the majority. The majority is going to be
True.
freaked out by it.
But then it also makes me kind of sort of think, and obviously it's very different because of the situation and everything. How many people flock to Pearl Harbor? And yes, technically, you don't go underwater to physically see bodies, but people kind of hope. Like they
But
kind of
those
hope
are
they're going to see
war
something just kind of,
heroes. You
I
know?
understand that. But,
Can we
victim is a
could we
victim is a
yeah,
victim.
but can we
I'm just saying.
prove that the people on the lake were war heroes and then they'd be interested? Because then it would be like a, ooh, look at all these war heroes, don't you want to pay your respects? And then the other normal people would want to go see. See? Everybody wins.
Yeah. But then
Problem solved.
they could spin it that way. You could just pretend. I mean, there could be someone in there
I
that
don't
served in the Vietnam War. I'm just saying.
I
I'm
don't
just
think this country needs any more false propaganda, okay? I
no,
think we're at the fucking
we really
limit.
don't. We really don't.
Laugh so you don't
Yeah.
cry. um
Oh
oh,
shit.
it's not funny.
Anyway, no, it
Um
really isn't.
oh god.
Fake it till you make it.
Right? God.
Mm.
There's something that has come up so many times recently and I feel like you have to know something about it.
Oh God. Yeah.
Kombucha is a very polarizing thing, right? Like
Yeah.
some people love it,
I've
some
had
people
it
hate
many a
it.
time.
So, one, there was a kombucha fucking cult which
Yep.
involved a fairly famous actor. And two, did you know kombucha now is not actual kombucha? Like if you go to the store and buy kombucha, it's not actually kombucha. I'm saying that word a
Like
lot.
you mean from the traditional sense, like how it's made?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't buy the store versions. I actually know people who make their own kombucha and it's actually really gross.
Oh yeah.
Um
Yeah. It's there's a gelatinous weird thing involved. Yeah.
yeah,
I know how it's
it's
made.
a
The
it,
mother.
it seriously looks like a wet specimen, right? Like
It
it's just
looks like a
not.
dead jellyfish. It's fucking
It
disgusting.
really does. Yeah, it really does. Um but yes, I did know that the marketed sold kombucha is not traditional
Now, do you know why?
kombucha. No, I never actually looked it up. Someone just told me that they just don't make it the same. It's like they put some shit in it and I mean it could be
So,
literal shit, who knows, but
what
I don't know.
happened was Lindsay Lohan
No, Jesus Christ. Why
back
am I
in
not surprised it's Lindsay Lohan?
back when
Back in her
Lindsay
day.
yeah, back in the Lindsay day when she was like, off her
Mm.
rocker, um and she got a
Oh boy.
DUI. She said she did not have anything to drink, even though she blew positive on the breathalyzer. That all she had was
She's full of
kombucha.
fucking shit.
That all
She's
wait,
full of
but,
shit.
but wait, but wait, there's more. So all she had was kombucha, which actually led to the FDA. I don't know if like it was a direct correlation, but it brought things like I guess to attention since it was in the media.
Yeah.
They checked, and apparently, the way that kombucha is supposed to be made, the way that it was in stores, it was continuing to ferment, and the alcohol percentage was actually higher than what was on the fucking label because it would continue to ferment.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
even though it was like, oh, it's supposed to be this, minuscule amount that won't affect you, won't get you drunk, it was actually increasing. And they were like, we cannot have this. You cannot be selling it like this. So it caused a huge change in how kombucha was made and marketed and sold in stores.
That's hilarious.
Now,
Yeah, I
obviously,
didn't, I
Lindsay
mean,
Lohan's full of shit. I agree with that. But that kind of like spilled over into this whole kombucha thing, which is why when that kombucha cult happened, that's what they were like. I don't know if I think people were arrested, but it's because of that, because there was that whole you have to make it a certain way so it doesn't ferment further and create more like alcohol.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? Because it is this fermented jellyfish. Um, so I can see
Andrew Keegan
how that
was
could.
the guy, by the way. I don't know
Mm,
about the. We'll go into his cult another episode, but yeah, he was serving illegal kombucha, and that's why the authorities got involved.
that's hilarious. Yeah, like I mean, I still think you would have had to have consumed a large quantity of kombucha. And the thing is like that's a lot of probiotic pre stuff, fermented
Yeah.
shit to be putting in your body.
Oh, I
So
agree.
again, yes, Lindsay Lohan full of shit, but I do
Mm-hmm.
have to say I have had from um I think it's called Boochcraft, which is um a kombucha company. They actually make alcoholic kombucha,
Well, it sounds
and
like it's
that
not
was
hard.
probably no, absolutely not. But my friend, she Deanna, she had
Mm-hmm.
her birthday on the farm, and that's not a cult, it's a literal farm. Um, just need
The
to make
farm for
sure.
you and the farm for me are very different because for me it's a theme park.
Yeah. Also, if you are in the FBI, the farm is also very different. But anyway, so the farm means a lot of things to a lot of people, but a literal farm with animals, everything. We had a beautiful birthday party there. It was so much fun. The food was great, farm to table food. And then someone brought the Boochcraft. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that was probably the best drunken experience I've ever had in my entire life because I did not feel sick. My ulcer didn't act up. I got fucked up and it was amazing. And I was like, I need to give me some of this shit again because this was fantastic. It's doing all the probiotic shit and helping my tummy while also getting me shit faced. I mean, that's
That's
a win-win
that's
for me.
dangerous though. You know, it's like when alcohol tastes really
Win-win.
good and it doesn't taste like alcohol, and you're like, "Oh, I'm fucked." Because then you could talk yourself like it's healthy, but you were
Mm-hmm.
mentioning you don't think like you'd have to that you would have to drink a lot of regular kombucha to get drunk, according to Lindsay Lohan's whole thing. You know, there are people who, when kombucha first came out, were like, "Oh, I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna be so healthy," because they they just take things in mass thinking the more they take the
Yeah.
healthier they'll be. So you know there's definitely people who are like chugging kombucha like it was water and getting shit
Yeah, but
faced.
again, it's
Not Lindsay
everything in
though.
moderation.
Yeah.
No, Lindsay, she was a hot mess. She's at least got her shit together.
Yeah.
So she
Which
looks
good for
great. She
her.
had plastic surgery. She looks amazing. Like I need the name of her plastic surgeon, by the way. Her face looks fucking amazing. She looks like she's 20, 25 again. I was like, God damn, girl.
Nah, go look at
But
Christina Aguilera because she looks like she's 16 again, and that's insane. But
well, I think they're the same doctor. That's the
maybe,
thing. They got the same exact.
maybe.
I think they may have done the ponytail. That's
Mm,
the name of the procedure. Well, not the real name of the procedure, but essentially what it is it's where like if you put your head and hair in a ponytail and it tightens everything up, kind of pulls and lifts, but not the super like I don't want to do it because I don't want people thinking that I'm making fun of a certain ethnicity, but it lifts and snatches, right?
mm-hmm.
Which also gets rid of all the saggies.
No, I'm
So
letting
they do it
everything
like
fall on the
here and
floor.
here.
Everything can just
Huh?
drag. I'm letting everything fall on the floor. Everything can just drag. I can't be bothered to spend money to pick things up. It can all
Yeah,
just
I mean,
hang. I don't give a shit.
I'm aging as gracefully as I can, but I'm also doing like little things here and there just to kind of help it
Maintenance.
do its thing.
That's fine. But make sure you
Yeah,
drink your
I probably
kombucha while
still
you do
will
it.
get a ponytail. Yeah. Well, I may not be able to drink kombucha until we figure out what the hell's wrong with me, because who knows, I
Facts.
could exasperate the situation. I'm like, I probably shouldn't have eaten the cheesy poofs. Who knows? I mean, no, my cholesterol's fine. It's fine. We're good.
You never know these days, honestly. Everything's
I'm
like
not turning into like the
a
vegan
cheesy poof?
teacher and shit.
Oh.
Like I will not be doing that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like vegan food. I have found very good vegan food, but um because I have vegan friends. But also, sorry, I like the cow. I li I like the chicken. I like the things.
I
Yeah.
like the
I like the
peas.
eggs.
I like the
But
peach. I like all kinds of
mm-hmm.
things. But
I like all the things.
uh
All the things.
so
Anyway,
I guess we can get into one more thing real quick before I have us wrap this up for this episode. But I'm gonna keep it on a lighter note because I just don't feel like getting into anything heavy at this exact moment.
I get that.
So a little while ago, I watched something. It was one of the shows that was really popular. Um, and there was a trope in it that I feel like has become more common, and I just don't understand. Maybe I'm old. I don't know. But did you? I'm guessing you didn't. But did you watch The Summer I Turned Pretty? It's based on a book.
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Basically, this girl grew up with. She has her brother, but she grew up with these two boys because their moms were friends. Like her mom and the boys' moms. Mom,
Uh-huh.
the singular mom. There's two moms that are friends, and then there are four kids together were friends. So a boy and a girl and two boys. The girl always had a crush on one of the boys. And then eventually, like every summer, they would go and spend time at this house. Out in like kind of Hamptons vibe. And every summer she would spend with them and her brother. And one summer when she's like, I guess like maybe 16, 17, I don't remember the exact age, suddenly she's pretty and like she's getting attention and this, that, and the other. And basically it follows them over a couple years, and she starts and was gonna date the one brother that she didn't have a crush on, Jeremy. And the other brother that she did have a crush on, Conrad, suddenly he's interested, but he's not. So she starts to kind of date Jeremy, but then she ends up with Conrad, which causes strife between her and Jeremy. But then,
Ugh.
and
Yep.
she sleeps with Conrad. She loses her virginity to him, and then they end up breaking up. And she ends up with Jeremy, and like they start sleeping together and end up engaged. And then she ends like, and my thing is, what is with the brother fucking trope?
Uh,
Why is that a thing that like it's weird to me to be like I fucked both brothers that she grew up with. She's known them since they were all babies. So like
mm,
kind of family in a sense. It's just weird to me.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, why is no one?
Yeah.
And also, people were very into the one brother Conrad, and I'm like, why? I don't get it. You know, it's kind of like people who had like a hard on for Edward, and you're like, all he does is brood and pout. Where's the
Yep.
appeal? I'm not understanding. But
Yeah.
is that a thing now? With this whole brother fucking thing? Like, well, that makes it sound like she fucked her brother. She didn't fuck her brother. She did not fuck her brother.
Oh God. Here we go.
She fucked two guys that are brothers. Not at the same time. It's
I
weird.
mean, that could be a whole other thing, to be
Well, and
honest.
apparently she ends up back with Conrad, and I'm like, okay, so you're like double, triple dipping, would it be triple dipping? I don't know, man. It's
One.
fucking weird. And also
I mean, do you
spoilers,
count
obviously,
yourself? Yeah. Well, I think it might be double dipping. Well, no, it's double dipping. Wait.
because she
Oh shit,
started.
now I don't
Yeah,
know.
so she started dating Jeremy, then jumped to Conrad, fucked Conrad, ended up back with Jeremy, fucked Jeremy, then ends up back with Conrad eventually. And I think they alleged that like they were gonna get married or something in the book, or I don't know. But basically it's like so she's fucked Conrad, fucked Jeremy, fucked Conrad again. So that'd be triple dipping, right? Even though like she dipped Conrad two times,
You
not.
know what it is? You double dip the first one because
Mm,
she he dipped twice, right?
Yeah.
Like, so it is a triple dip, but one of the brothers is a double dip. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll go triple dip.
It's
Also,
crazy.
I'm not like these are okay, well, at least they're in their 20s. To me, I'm like, no, why are we dipping at all? I'm looking at these
Why
I'm
are we
looking at these
dipping?
kids. I'm like, what? I'm like, no. I One looks like One Direction kid, and no, I'm good. I'm
Which
good.
one's One Direction kid? Is it the brunette or the curly haired one?
It's Conrad.
Okay, Conrad looks. The curly haired one's Jeremy, and he has pretty eyes. He's got very lovely
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm sure they're both nice kids, but I no. Even if I was their age that they're supposed to be playing in the show,
which is like teens
no
through
dippy.
20s. But I
Yeah.
mean, I
No
get
dipping
no dipping.
into my fun dip. No
Uh,
dipping into my fun dip. Sorry, you don't. No,
no dip,
no,
no
absolutely
single,
not.
double, or triple dip.
No single, double, triple dip in my fun dip. Nope,
I just
absolutely not.
I'm not trying to like yuck anyone's yum. I'm just saying I don't understand the appeal of being like, oh yeah, she slept with him and then his brother, but then went back to him. If you heard about someone in your real life doing that, you'd be like, wow, that's trashy. But when it's in a book or in like TV, suddenly it's like, ooh, it's salacious. Ooh, like it's
Yeah, I
I don't
think
understand.
it's almost like a dirty little secret, right?
Yeah, I
Like
guess.
you would never do it in real life, but you read about it and you're like, "Ooh, that's a dream I'd like to have." Me, not so much.
Okay,
I'm not
okay,
like the
that's
norm when it comes to the weird f- spicy shit,
you don't
right?
want to
Like
be you don't want to be a possum and wake up in a freezer. Oh,
no,
that's so weird.
absolutely not. I mean, unless it's really warm. I mean, a freezer could be
Oh,
great,
maybe.
but here's the thing. And again, just like if you like that shit, that's great. That's just not my thing. Like I don't personally get it. Like my brain does
Yeah.
not go to, "Oh yeah, that's fucking hot. I'm gonna, I want to be triple dipped." Like, no. I
It sounds very Jerry Springer in my
mm,
opinion.
It does.
Cuz
It
there
does.
that
And
was
I'm
fucking
sure it
plot
turns out
lines.
to be that, right?
Yeah, like those are straight plot lines from Jerry Springer. They just romanticized it, which I mean, I guess you
Yeah,
can
do the
make
brothers
anything.
fight?
Yeah. I mean, not physically.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Oh,
I'm
I was
trying to
gonna
think.
say
It's been a
because I
minute.
feel
I
like,
watched it like back during summer, so there may have been like
oh,
a punch to the face or something like that. Yeah, but
yeah.
like
So
it was warranted, you know.
I mean, it does kind of sound like someone took a Jerry Springer episode and turned it into fan fiction,
I
except
mean,
for,
kind
I
of.
mean, not on a show. Like they just go, "Oh, I like this story." She's forking two bros. But they probably did it at the same time, but they're like, "No, we're just swapping." Like it's never I never cheated. Never cheated. The dipping happened when we were on a dip break with the other, you know?
Oh, not the
Jesus
dip
Christ.
break.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's interesting to me because like I I will like read comments because once you start watching something or talking about it, it comes up on your like for you page and I'll read comments about this show and people will like ride or die for either of the brothers. They're like, "Oh, he's so immature," or "No, he's," and I'm like, "First of all, this whole situation is very fucking questionable and I don't know why any of you are supporting any of it. It is
Mm.
all real weird." And
I
I don't know.
mean,
It's fucking weird.
I'm not, I don't want to say it, but I mean, we were talking about a book and there's the same thing where everybody's got a team. Just saying.
It's true. It's true. Everyone's got a
There's
team.
always, yep.
You got to pick, and but you don't have to pick. I feel like you could just be like, you know what? They all suck. Team,
Yeah,
everyone
everybody's an
sucks.
asshole. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good with that. I mean, that's what I do. I don't think, if you all suck, then whatever, fuck it.
Have
But
y'all
if
tried
one of
not
them's,
sucking?
yeah, well, apparently not.
Mm. But yeah, I just find it interesting that like it's another case of that glorifying something that in any
Yep.
other media would be like demonized or being, called trashy, or but like because it's written in a certain way, it's now romanticized and turned into this like goals, and it's like
But do we want those to be goals? It's
you
like, what are we putting? It's so funny because this shit is like it it's almost like it becomes an obsession, right? Like when
eh,
people read these things and they
yeah.
romanticize about it, and that's more for women, not to say that men, I'm not trying to say that it's only women, but it's also the same thing like when men watch the the, the spicy stuff that they
Mm,
like
yeah.
in the videos, um they see something a certain way and are like, "Oh yeah, this is the way it needs to be." And so it's like you have these two separate paths that are pretty much the same on how people see what they really like and then think that that's the way it should be. And you're like, "No, no, we don't need to do this. Like just
This isn't real.
this is pretend. Both of them are pretend."
Yeah. People can't
and
tell
and
like
then you
entertainment
have
from
the
real.
real, but look, use
Yeah.
your imagination, enjoy it in your brain, and just you can like weird shit. There's nothing wrong with liking weird shit unless if it's bad weird shit. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say it because we'll probably get flagged for something. But y'all know what it is, and you should go to jail for that or
Find Jeebus.
die.
Good.
um but anyway,
I just think it's
I don't even,
interesting
yeah.
that there
It,
are people who definitely look at it, and like I said, it's like a Jerry Springer episode that they dressed up
yep.
as a romance, and it's like, listen,
I
it
mean,
was entertainment. It was entertainment, and I think people lose sight of that. Entertainment
oh
is
yeah.
and books, movies, TV, like it's all meant to make you feel something. That is the point of art. It is
Yep.
to make you feel
Mm-hmm.
something, and what you feel is
I
not going to be
agree.
the same as what I feel, and that's fine. I enjoyed
Yep.
watching it for the me being able to be like, what the fuck? Why are people enjoying this in the way that they're enjoying it? I'm enjoying it from the perspective of like if you watch trash TV and you're like, haha, look at these idiots. They're doing dumb shit. But I wasn't like, oh my god, it's so romantic. I'm like, what the fuck? What is wrong with these people? Big difference.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to when we were talking about what show were we talking? Euphoria,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like there's just shit we just don't get, and that's
Mm-hmm.
okay. Like you can get it and we don't. Like we just have another way of looking at things, right? A
Yeah,
different perspective.
yeah.
But yeah, enjoy the shit that you like. Just don't try to make it a reality. So don't make the brother dipping a thing, okay?
Yeah, don't go around
Like,
double dipping with brothers. That's weird. Don't do that.
yeah,
Or do.
at least
We're
they're
not
not.
your
I
parents.
mean, yeah, yeah,
There's got to
that's
be
true. I
consequences,
mean,
though.
look,
Like when you end up pregnant and you
yes.
don't know who it belongs to, that's going to be a fucking problem.
Oh, Kaiser Soze, that's a thing.
That's Jerry
Then you
Springer.
really need, yep, yep. But here's the thing, like I mean, they had to get rid of Jerry Springer. So, I mean,
R.I.P. Is he dead?
yeah, well, I don't even mean because I think yeah, I think he recently died a couple years ago.
I
I'm
honestly
almost
don't. Did,
positive.
did he?
Yeah, I thought he
I'm
had
over here like, did
cancer.
he die?
But I mean, we could do another yeah, he died in 2023.
Oh
Yeah, so a
shit.
couple years ago. Yeah, there's actually a documentary that came out about him.
I
Well, the
did.
show.
I did watch that actually. I didn't
And
retain much.
in all honesty, well, the thing was is that you see how it started pretty innocently per se, and that it was supposed to be like true stories.
Yeah, it was
Like
very. It
it
was
really
very
did
tame.
start as real.
Yeah.
And then of course it got commercialized
Ratings.
and things like that. But dude, there was a murder because of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an actual documentary about that, which is just fucking crazy. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we talk about true crime, so we could talk about that, but a son talks about how his mother was murdered.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was also another one where a guy came on the show because someone had something to tell him. And it turns out a male gentleman who was friends with the man said that he really liked him. And then he went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs after the show.
Yep.
So, like a
Yep.
lot of shit went down.
It's
So,
true.
yeah, there were like multiple deaths actually, now that I think about it.
You know, it's
So,
interesting. Reality TV has actually been the cause or a catalyst in some way for murders because
yeah.
there's the Jerry Springer ones, and then you know how there was all
What
those
was her
dating shows?
what was her name?
I don't
Not
remember.
Sally Jesse Raphael,
Oh, there was
Jenny
this.
something.
Yeah, there was
Short
Jenny.
blonde hair.
Yeah.
Um she Oh wait, no, that was the one that had the dude that said,
Yes. Yes.
sorry, I got
That
it
was
mixed
on
up.
Jenny.
That
No, yeah,
look, it's
that was
all
on
the
Jenny.
same at this point.
But what I was saying
Um,
was there was a back when there was all the dating shows on like MTV, like Rock of Love
oh
and all that.
yeah. Uh-huh.
There
Mm-hmm.
was one of the spin-offs from one of the girls from Rock of Love, not Daisy, but
Yep.
there was another one who
Megan.
was like,
It was
was it
Megan.
Megan? One of her
Yep.
contestants murdered his fucking girlfriend or whatever she
Uh-huh.
was and like had put her in luggage in a dumpster or some shit. And so
Yep.
her show only aired like I think an episode or two before they canceled it because they were like, this guy's a fucking murderer. We can't have him on TV. I don't know
Yeah.
how far he made it into that because obviously he was on that show and then afterward committed the murder. So
Oh no, she chose him.
she did?
Yeah.
Because,
She
well,
also
here's the thing. What I was
was,
saying was usually these shows film, get to the end, whatever, and then they obviously have to be edited and then air. So it was actively airing, and it was like episode maybe one or
yes.
two when the news broke that he killed his girlfriend, which was not her. It was some other girl. So what I was saying is like, obviously the show had ended and they had finished everything and they had just started airing it when that came to light, which was like,
Yes.
that's gotta suck because all of that happened. All those people who edited, filmed, did all that shit, and then only one or two episodes were ever aired
Yep.
because they were like, we can't
It
have this
was
guy because again, if he made it to the end, he's in every fucking episode, and you've got a fucking serial killer on TV that you're like, hey, look at this guy, let's glorify this man who just did a murder. Wee.
But you know what? How fascinating would it be to watch what was unfolding?
Well, it's
Do
all
you know what I
fake
mean? Like,
though, so it's like
no,
it
I
wouldn't have been.
understand that, but uh I don't know. Like it's just crazy. Like
I just think like
it really is,
if it was
but
more genuine, like when reality TV first came out, like the first few shows, like Survivor, the first season, or certain shows, they weren't fake like they are now, where everything's fucking scripted.
right.
So if he was on then it would have been fucking interesting because you would have seen him for who he is and how like that's like would he have had that facade that a lot of serial killers have. Not that he's a serial killer, but he has issues. A lot of them have a like very distinct facade. And I remember him being really creepy and sleazy, so I don't know.
Yeah, if you look up his photo,
He was a greaseball. He was gross.
you just kind of got a bad vibe from it. You
Yeah.
know, like you're just looking at it and you're like, yeah, I think we're okay. 3 episodes aired. So there you go.
Yeah, we told you.
3 episodes. It was yeah, because it's funny
Oh yeah,
because we
Megan Wants a Millionaire was the name. That's right.
uh-huh.
Which did he even have money?
Yes.
Okay.
But I think a lot of it came from the girl. I think her name was Jasmine.
Hmm.
And I don't remember if it was his girlfriend or fiance, but essentially he needed to get rid of her so that he could, you know.
Okay, it says after filming, he married the model, Jasmine, who was later found murdered. So, sometime in between filming the show and then they got married. So, not him and
We
Megan,
might have
obviously.
to do a deep, yeah, we might have to do a deep dive on that because I know there's a lot to it, but I'm really curious to like see all the ins and the outs. And I could have sworn that I don't know if it was, I know Megan didn't do an interview on it, but I think that someone did like their own either YouTube video or documentary on it. I'll have to go back and look where I may
Some
have
of
seen
those
that, but
girls, like Megan, were so fucking awful. Like, they were just sleazy and mean, and the
oh
fact that they
God, yeah.
kept getting put on because it made for good TV because oh everyone loves a villain
Yeah.
just like New York was fucking awful and still is, and then there was that chick Lacey
Oh,
Scoles or
dude.
whatever, she was
Dude, she
fucking
was a fucking piece
awful.
of shit too.
And like I just remember like them doing that just I felt like gave a green flag to like all these shitty people to act even shittier. Maybe that's why society
Yep.
sucks today. It's all VH1's fault. God damn it, VH1.
I mean, and MTV, like
Yeah.
all of them have had their hands in that toxic cookie jar, so to speak.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's really Jesus. Yeah.
Oh, that reminds
Yeah, it's a
me.
lot.
There's a show that I should talk to you about, but we'll have to do it on the next episode. But it's in the same vein of that. But we'll have to do
Write it
that on
down
the
so
next
we can chit chat.
episode.
Oh my
Ew,
goodness.
cliffhanger.
Ooh.
What will we do? I am actually writing it
You'll
down
just have
just
to
in case.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you'll just have to tune in to see when and if and when we speak of it.
Ooh.
Will we? Will we not? I don't know.
Only the future will tell. All right. Well, on that note, that's gonna do it for this week. It was a little chaotic, but it's us getting back after our little break, and I still have wiggly brain. Wiggly brain.
Hiatus.
Woohoo! Do, 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 do,
Oh
do.
boy, I gotta sneeze again.
Oh, not again.
Ooh,
That was your guys'
only two
farewell
times though.
sneeze. Yeah,
Yeah, only two
congratulations.
times. Two
Farewell.
times. Sorry.
So until next time, guys, thank you for tuning in. For those of you who do, we appreciate you so much. And you can always check out our social medias, which I am terrible at keeping up with because life is too fucking crazy for me to know what's going on. I apologize. But you can
We'll get
usually
better. We'll get better.
you can usually at least catch every week here on the podcast YouTube channel. If not elsewhere. And if we do anywhere else, we'll let you know. Until then, keep stopping by every week. See if we're here. Maybe we are, maybe we aren't. And if we're not, sorry. And if we are, welcome back, motherfuckers. Okay, bye everybody!
Bye.